Trese, Season 1 Episode 1 Review. Trese bursts out the blocks today with a fresh slice of anime action, taking inspiration from films like Underworld and blending that with a more methodical crime drama. The result is something that actually feels quite fresh and unique, especially with the changed setting of Manila. The hand-drawn visuals are beautifully done too, and the first episode reels you in with a simple but effective mastery. There's a lot of interesting fantasy ideas at play here, and this season promises a really exciting drama to come. Alexandra is a compelling protagonist, and the flashbacks to her past look like they're going to shed more light on what's befallen her and what's led to this line of work. Hopefully we'll see more of that over the coming episodes. For now, Trese looks to be an exciting prospect for the future. Trese, Season 1 Episode 2 Review. Trese returns and delivers a solid case for our characters to deal with, including missing people and more myths and legends to contend with. Seeing the Horse Lords and Lightning Skull deities is certainly an interesting turn of events, and the show does a great job keeping things exciting and adding lots of Filipino folklore. Aesthetically, the scene featuring raindrops falling down the glass in the elevator was absolutely gorgeous and beautifully done. This, blended with the black and white shots for the flashbacks, lends itself nicely to the series. Trese has been a solid crime action anime so far, and the rest of the episodes look set to burst into life. Trese, Season 1 Episode 3 Review. Trese returns with another compelling case, this time switching things up as it turns out Nova Aurora is the real villain. It's a nice way to subvert expectations, and the show does a good job adding more lore in the third episode. This time the attention turns to these feral goblins and the underworld mushroom clan led by a Mangpaso. The series has been brimming with imaginative creatures thus far, and hats off to the writers for this. They've done a great job capturing that across the season so far. As we cross the halfway point of Trese, it's now clear that a storm is brewing, but quite who is responsible, and in what form it'll manifest remains to be seen. Trese, Season 1 Episode 4 Review. Trese returns with a more straightforward episode this time around, despite more flashbacks involving the past. It seems like this warrior demon could well be the growing threat that's returning, especially with the emphasis placed on this timeline. Meanwhile, the zombie invasion is ended with the three stones being brought together, and a good dollop of Deus Ex Machina for good measure. While it's not a deal breaker, everything is resolved in a rather formulaic and tidy way which betrays the imaginative ideas this anime does so well to breed. Still, the ending certainly hints that we've got more drama to come, and the final 2 episodes look set to bring everything back to the final conflict. Trese, Season 1 Episode 5 Review. Trese comes roaring out the gates with its latest episode, delivering an enthralling chapter of action, drama and solid reveals. Learning that Nuno has been playing both sides of the conflict is a nice reveal, while this chapter's zombified suicide bombers manages to tie the start and end of this drama together nicely. All of this looks set to explode in dramatic fashion during the finale though, which is the longest episode of the show from the looks of it too. Will everything be resolved, or will we be left with the dreaded Netflix cliffhanger? We'll have to wait and see. Trese Season 1 and the final Episode 6 Review. Trese bows out its 6-episode run with a compelling finale, one that wraps up all the big plot threads while leaving enough open for a possible second season. Despite the teasing glimmers of a follow-up, this Filipino anime has been beautifully done, with some really well-worked hand-drawn animation and a lively and well-paced story split across its episodes. Although some of the chapters do rely a bit heavily on Deus Ex Machina and the ham-fisted obligatory villain monologue at the end are black spots, it's easy to look past these minor grumbles with such an enjoyable story. The big reveal with the prophecy and the 2 children is a nice twist too, one that sets up a compelling sibling rivalry. If Netflix decide to give this a green light, whether Trese will return or not remains to be seen, but based on this showing, it certainly deserves one.